Well, could we be about to see a shift in the British political space? On the same day, of course, Nigel Farage set out his plan for mass deportations. Elon Musk has taken two swipes at him whilst publicly endorsing Advance UK. Now, there has been, since the start of the year, really, Elon Musk has been sort of weighing in on British politics. He has gone silent for a very, very long time, but certainly at the start of the year, he was coming out and speaking about that the country needed change, and that did state that Nigel Farage, he did believe, wasn't the right guy to perform this change within the country. Now, Nigel Farage and the Reform Party have had their moments so far this year. We've documented them well here on the channel, and a lot of people have lost a bit of faith in the Reform Party. Up until maybe around a week ago, where we started to hear murmurs that actually Nigel Farage and the Reform Party would carry out deportations. At first, Nigel Farage said it was a political impossibility, however, has teetered and backtracked on that since then, and did of course come out yesterday and set out a plan for the Reform Party. However, that doesn't seem like enough in Elon Musk's eyes, and I just want to go through his public swipes, and then of course he went on to endorse Advance UK. So let's have a little look what he said with regard to Nigel Farage. So firstly, it was about the mass deportation thing, and Elon Musk essentially quote tweeted Rupert Lowe saying, "Unfortunately, the reality is that Farage will do almost nothing to protect Britain. That is obvious. Existing law is clear that anyone who was an accessory to aggravated rape or murder, especially if children, is guilty of serious crime and must either serve time in prison if a citizen or be deported if not. The government simply needs to enforce the law." So that's the first public swipe he came out with. Now, following this, he again gave Farage some strays, whilst also backing Ben Habib's Advance UK party. This is what he had to say with regard to it. So, Advance UK will actually drive change, is what Elon Musk said. Farage's weak source who will do nothing. As you can see, Tommy Robinson, he's quote tweeting Tommy Robinson and asked Elon Musk to join Advance UK. Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib will make Advance UK a household name in the next 12 months. We want a political home. And as stated, Advance UK will actually drive change. Farage's weak source who will do nothing, Musk said. So yeah, I think that's pretty big for Advance UK, personally, getting that public endorsement, of course, from Elon Musk himself, 229 million followers. And you've got to remember, Advance UK is still in their sort of infancy, I think just approaching 30,000 members. And once 30,000 members actually happens, then big things can actually happen. They're going to be recognised as an official political party and can start sort of assembling the troops, if you like. But this Elon Musk endorsement could go a very, very long way in what Advance UK is all about. Elon Musk has not just been speaking about that. He's been very, very public over the last 24 hours or so with all things going on in UK specifically, but also in Europe. And it's good to see him calling out some of the BS that's going on in the country, especially with the covering up of rape gangs and all of these kind of things. He actually came out and said that he's going to personally fund investigations to stop or try and bring forward the corrupt officials that abetted the rape of England. So that's also very, very big in itself as well. So Elon Musk is shining a light on everything that's going on. It's taking interest and taking notice. But I'm interested to see what people are thinking with regard to his Nigel Farage criticism, and of course coming out and publicly endorsing Advance UK. I'm interested to see, because we've got a bit of a split. Some people like Farage, some people don't really like him, some people don't really care on this channel. So I'm interested to see what people's thoughts and opinions are on that in the comments.
In other news, Richard Tice has hailed Reform UK leader Nigel Farage's plan to crack down on illegal migration, branding the policy common sense. Speaking to the media, the party's deputy leader declared a nation should protect its borders and should only welcome those who have come legally. Detailing his party's plan to tackle the migrant crisis, Mr. Farage stated, "We will, for a 5-year period, disapply the 1951 Refugee Convention and any other barriers that can be used by lawyers in this country to prevent deportations, to prevent the right thing from happening. Women and children, everybody on arrival will be detained. And I've accepted already that how we deal with children is a much more complicated and difficult issue. As reporter Catherine Forster told Mr. Tice that the plan is hardcore and radical, he disagreed, stating, "You say it's hardcore, it's common sense. A nation should protect its borders, a nation should know who is coming here, and it should only welcome those that have come here legally." Taking aim at the historic failures of previous governments to tackle the migrant crisis, Mr. Tice added, "Those who've come here illegally should not expect to be given lots of hospitality and benefits, and they should not expect to stay here." So it's basic common sense that the British people have wanted from governments historically, who've completely failed to deliver and who've lied and misled about legal immigration and illegal immigration. Sharing details of the deportation plans, Mr. Tice revealed that illegal migrants will be given a 6-month offer to voluntarily be deported out of Britain. He revealed, "We've said that we will leave the European Convention on Human Rights and we will scrap the ridiculous Human Rights Act that has just been a gravy train for the lefty human rights lawyers. We will derogate from the UN 51 Convention and other treaties for 5 years in order to ensure that we can detain and deport anybody who comes here illegally. Those who've already got here illegally, they will be given a 6-month offer. Either voluntarily go of your own volition with a free flight and a couple of £1,000. Otherwise, you know the date on which you will be detained and deported. That's the reality." Claiming that the plan would result in a massive deterrent effect for Britain, Mr. Tice said, "We will be getting legislation ready in draft form, using our own lawyers and barristers, not the civil servants, way before the election, so that we are ready. And if we get a decent majority, give us the mandate so we can get this through the Houses of Parliament rapidly, and we'll work harder and faster than anybody else." And we do have a track record of being able to get stuff done because we come from the world of business and we are doers, we are not wafflers. So yes, it will take a bit of time, everybody will know that we mean business and we will get on with it. And we think that will have a massive deterrent effect and people should be under no illusion whatsoever. Stressing the determination of the Reform Party to get the legislation through, Mr. Tice concluded, "When Nigel says, as leader of Reform and as our future Prime Minister, that he is absolutely determined to drive this through, no ifs, no buts, that will happen, and we will all work our socks off 24/7 to ensure it does." In closing, Richard Tice underlined that Reform UK is determined to present itself as the party that will finally act on an issue previous governments have completely failed to tackle. With Farage's uncompromising stance and the promise of swift business-like delivery, the party is positioning its migration policy as both a deterrent and a test of political will, one they insist they are ready to pass if given the chance. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.